So we have come to a very special place today to meet some special guests. It's not the people on the thumbnail either, by the way. So we have come to, what's it called, the Cat Cafe?
Cat Cafe.
In the Cat Cafe. Space for strokes and cats.
Strokes and cats and drink some coffee.
So we are currently intermittent fasting up until now. It is now 1 o'clock, so I've not eaten food yet. But we're going to grab a coffee and stuff and then grab some food and train later. So,
I just needed to fill out one of these forms.
Let's go and see some cats and have a coffee with the cats. I belong to you.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. And I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Yeah.
Let you down.
Let you down. Playing all my melodies.
So I've just got a cheeky Americano with hot soy milk. Oh, I've got coffee. And also gone for a Diet Coke and reusable straw.
Yeah, look how they
Save
bring
the
that
environment.
reusable straw.
But yeah, I've just been saying then to Lucy, because a lot of people say like what does break your fats and what doesn't break your fats. So who watches the video, like, oh, you broke your fats, you've got a coffee with milk. But it depends whether you're doing it for the weight loss benefits or whether you're doing it for health benefits. If it's weight loss, it's just a simple case of you're moving calories around to fit your day, and it's going to make it easier because you can eat more calories later on. Don't worry about having a coffee, that drink, a couple of calories in the morning just to keep you passing over, keep the time ticking away before you have something to eat. I always have soy milk now. Why do I have soy milk? Because you got me into it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have something anymore that I have, but it's one of those things with fasting, like you always say to me, you either do it optimally or suboptimally. Like we do it suboptimally. It's not for like any ridiculous weight loss purposes as such. It's more so it suits our lifestyle a lot.
I'll cheers then. Cheers.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome back, day 2 of the vlog. But I do apologise for a little bit blurred. This camera is a nightmare to focus. Don't know if I'm focused, can't see. But I'm just on my way to Manchester, coming to Liverpool now. Lucy's at a Gymshark shoot today. So we're going to go and catch up with her, and then hopefully we're going to meet Laurel and Hardy, the Chuckle Brothers, aka James and Diren, in Manchester to talk intermittent fasting and to get some cool shit. So I will see you when we get to Manchester.
Good.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, it's.
I'll trust you to be in here.
I'm the only person who's had highway, by the way, and look how empty they are.
You can tell.
Oh my days. Content guy. Yes, hair.
Okay.
You good?
Good.
What's going on? Friends. I thought we could leave the phones away. Friends. Swear down. Yes, we're here with my PT Ben, my coach Ben. Sorry, I'm joking. Mr. James Smith. We're actually going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, Mr. Neat Up 24/7 and calorie fucking
there's a
deficit.
website called YouTube to MP4.
Oh, the battery just ran out.
Huh?
YouTube to MP4. We can rip the video and then I'll put it on my YouTube.
Swipe up to JSA or Neat Up 24/7 club. Smart.
Battery's got like 16%.
Press flip the screen. Let's just chat some
It's
shit.
Sony. It's not got the flip.
Oh, amateurs, bro.
They're probably on a budget, isn't it? It's like a drunk camera, man.
What's going on, man? Looks like that.
Predator.
Predator. Where's that looking, bro? What are you
Hey,
doing?
you do it, man. I need my coffee.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Swear down. Swear down. Let me do this.
You still texting Lucy like doing the thing?
Oh, you're a dickhead. Oh, he's chatting shit. Right, let me see. Oh, I've got to use the mirror. Raw. The couples workout. Giving them a call. One more, man. Yeah, bro.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Good day, guys. Today we have Aussie Jimbo.
Hey guys, you alright?
Gonna talk about what?
What do we need to see?
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I'll just say
Intermittent fasting, right?
Intermittent fasting.
Fasting, mate.
What do you want to know, mate?
Yeah, so intermittent fasting. Where are we? At Ransom Blue, Manchester.
Manchester. Sorry, man. I'll say that.
Apart from look like a gay porno, we're going to talk about intermittent fasting and James and Diren's view on fasting. I obviously intermittent fast at the moment, not for any health benefits, more so just for, it's not a diet, it's just a method of eating. So I prefer eating a little bit later just because I have a bit of a history of binge eating, so I find that if I have calories later on at night, it suits my lifestyle a lot better. But in terms of intermittent fasting, what are your views on it? Because I know you've had some fairly harsh words to say about intermittent fasting.
If I was to do it, number one, to create a caloric deficit maybe, but also I like to eat most of my calories during the evening, sitting in front of the TV after a training session, and I find it easier in the morning, like not to eat.
Yeah.
It's way easier to not eat in the morning than later on during the day, where you're most likely to socialise, hang out with friends and family.
Like now, we're going to
like
Nandos.
now, we're going to go Nando's, peri-peri chips, Salt Bay, half a chicken, you know, Peronaise.
If you were to get a whole population, tens of thousands of people, and give them an intermittent fasting protocol, the large majority of them would create a calorie deficit without having to track. A large majority of them wouldn't, but a large majority, most of them would. Now, getting people to create a deficit without having to put any more effort than looking at the clock is amazing. I also do think that it's easier not to eat in the morning. It's another time that people have their most stimulants, like black coffee. Even like coffee in general is an appetite suppressant.
Yeah.
So it's the time of the day you can know the most appetite suppressant things. A lot of people wake up not hungry, and even ghrelin, which sits on a circadian rhythm, can be reprogrammed. So when we get jet lagged, we get hungry at weird times, but as we adjust to a new circadian, those feeding windows will change. So anyone that gives up eating breakfast will struggle for a couple of weeks. Then when that ghrelin kind of bout on the circadian disappears or dissipates, people don't struggle so much. Then social circles, people do tend to want to have a diet that isn't disruptive. So if you're a family life, you're a mum, you're cooking a meal for your kids, you don't want to be having a diet the last thing of the day, another great protocol. The only beef I have is that a lot of the health benefits and improved health markers that we've seen in studies from people doing intermittent fasting is from the calorie deficit.
Yeah.
So we cannot allocate those benefits to the protocol, although it's very difficult to not let our biases go, that was the fasting window methodology. I'm not saying that don't do it, because I think it's amazing, I actually do it myself. I'm saying let's not take all the benefits from that, because if we were to change that protocol from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m, we'd probably see the same.
Yeah, so you can make any diet really fit fasting, it's just a method of when you're eating on you. So you could do keto fasting, you could do vegan fasting, like it's just the timing of when you're eating, it's nothing to do with the actual diet method itself. But then what you just brought up there with, there's obviously health and then weight loss benefits, and some of them don't marry up. So like you got people who say it prolongs life, cures cancer, all that kind of shit, and you got people who are just doing it for weight loss, which is obviously what what we're mostly talking about is the weight loss benefits of it.
Autophagy, which is the main argument people bring up in their cancer argument, also occurs in a calorie deficit. And I'm pretty sure that autophagy can't occur through intermittent fasting without a deficit being present. So again, we come back to the first part. Cognitive ability or cognitive function, 100% agree. No one feels energized after eating. No one. No one's going to eat a meal and go, oh my God, I feel great. Every time we eat, we feel like we're, postprandial lulls, which is, again, something that occurs whether we eat or not, but mostly when we eat and we have meals. There's a little down-regulation. Another reason people in offices don't like having 1 p.m. meetings.
Yeah.
No one is attentive. Everyone's falling asleep.
I think a common thing with people that fast as well is, say, we have a good understanding of nutrition.
Yeah.
So, say if we do fast in the morning, I think we can roughly estimate not to go over our, say, maintenance calories or a deficit. Whereas someone that has never counted calories or doesn't really have a good understanding like we do, it's very easy for them to maybe sometimes even go into a surplus because they're like, I can eat whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. They go have 2,000 calories in one meal, then they go have dessert, and then it just carries. They're like, it's fine. I'm intermittent fasting. It works.
I think a massive important thing that sits around this is the education of how it works, because we don't want people to feel alienated when they're dieting. We want them to feel normal. So we get Trisha. She's working away. She spends a lot of time in hotel rooms. She doesn't even want anyone to know she's dieting. She goes down, breakfast buffet. She's sitting with her managers. Why aren't you eating? Oh, I've got this new diet where I'm not allowed to eat now. If she understands intermittent fasting, she goes, it's a way of creating an energy deficit. I'm currently traveling with work. I'm going to eat breakfast so I don't feel alienated today. Yeah. I know that I can create that deficit later in the day, get my knee up, whatever it is. So as long as people understand the mechanism behind it, it's a great tool. Yeah. But when they don't, we can see people moving away from amazing things like breakfast. Yeah. In Australia is where I became anti-intermittent fasting.
Because of the breakfast.
Because of how good the breakfasts are. You're going to find this out, man.
Yeah.
So I'm there with these eggs on toast and someone's like, I'm not eating. I'm like, why? Yeah. It's the best meal.
But like most of the work that we do, what time do we do it?
7 till 1.
And it's easy not to eat when you're so busy. You're trying to get everything out of the way. So you're having coffee, you're drinking water, whatever. You're not even thinking about food until after that.
Yeah, so loads of people do it accidentally anyway. We've got to realise they're doing it because you're productive in those working hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep as well is going to be so much easier after consumption of carbohydrates in big meals.
Yes.
Often when people drop their carbohydrates, when you competed, fetch your sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's to do with melatonin, but there's another mechanism in the brain where I don't think it's insulin directly that makes us tired. Could be. Check that one. So sleep quality, but also people with insulin resistance are advised to bunch their carbohydrates together. Insulin sensitivity. So if you're someone that suffers or you're obese trying to work your levels of either type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance to a better place, bunching carbohydrates in the evening before bed is the best practice or protocol for that. Yeah. So again, everything fits in. Big meal with your kids, big meal with your loved one, going out, nail your carbs, jacket potatoes, rice, whatever it is, sleep better. Yeah. Don't feel alienated.
I don't mind it, I just don't think it's magic.
Yeah, it's not magic at the same time. Like, I think people think it's a lot harder. People went to Nando's before and I was like, I haven't eaten yet. It was like 3 o'clock. Yeah. I didn't start by doing that. Like, I went 10 o'clock, then 11 o'clock, then 12 o'clock. I started building it up, my fasting periods of when I do it. Yeah. But then just jump in the deep end, and I think that's what people struggle with, is they try to go all in straight away, or they stick to the stupid one, which is like the fucking warrior diet, or the whatever it is, where they're doing like, we're doing extremes. So I built mine up, and like today, we're going to Nando's in a minute and I haven't eaten yet, like 6 p.m. I wouldn't usually do that, but my appetite control is far better now because I've been fasting and because I've built up to that point.
I was going to say, like, obviously it comes down to your calories, but even like, I've seen a lot of people that I know in Turkey, in Ramadan, they're fasting all day. And I've seen so many people put on weight.
Yeah.
You know, putting on weight because they eat so much. And I posted about it. They tend to go over because
I need to eat.
I need to eat. Exactly, yeah.
Last thing on fasting, hunger occurs in cyclical bouts. Again, spoke about ghrelin. So ghrelin becomes almost connected to our circadian. That's why you get the best insulin sensitivity at eating at the same time every day. So that's when we're jet lagged. If you eat in the middle of the night, you're slightly insulin resistant. So those feedings can be trained, like I said before, but also they only last for actual quite short periods. So people in their head think that when they're hungry, they're going to be hungry forever. Truth is, if you endure it for half an hour, it goes away.
Yes.
And only the times you've been busy, you're like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore. So people think they're going to spend the next 37 years hungry. You're not. You just got to push through the next half hour and it goes.
Grab some water, man. Get your knee up 24/7.
Let's go grab some chicken.
Yeah, great work, guys. Yeah.
What's going on? Have you ordered though?
No.
We're comparing analytics. Yeah, just that answer. Can I get some rice with that, please? Just some formal. Yeah, please. Is there veggies? Is there veggies? Roasted veggies? Or is there vegetables? Like greens? Am I ordering for you?
You're not ordering for me? I'll pay, but you are ordering for me.
No, I'll pay, so you've got a parking ticket. I'll pay for that, please.
So I'm about to do something very silly. I'm allowing James Smith to pick my Nando's order. Only 2,000 calories though.
Okay. Begin, can we get the hummus, please? For the main, can we get the double chicken pita? Does it come with cheese and pineapple? Yeah, can we get cheese and pineapple with that, please? The chips with peronaise.
Is this his order?
Yeah. Can we get some macho peas and the halloumi sticks, please? And that'll be it. And she's going to share something with you. That's it, thanks.
What spice did you pick on the chicken?
Medium.
Medium.
It says I'm formal, but I'm here to party.
I'm getting the greens and green salad with chicken base.
They don't do Nando's properly. Do I want olives?
Olives? Yeah, you do.
And olives, yeah. And olives.
I'll count up all the calories on my fitness pal. I'll put on the screen somewhere here to see like how close James is getting to the 2,000. But so far, we've got hummus and
red pepper dip. Oh no,
and halloumi sticks with jam.
red chili jam. That counts as a calorie. Red chili jam.
So I've got a double chicken pita.
Really cool place to cheese and pineapple.
In here, cheese and pineapple. That's a new one for me.
Wow.
Sick. Formal. It says it's formal, but it's here to party.
Why have we gone for medium?
Ring sting. Every regrettable man's worst decision.
You know when you go to a buffet and you go over your plate and like you have an absolute nightmare when you get there and you have a fucking epidemic and you come back with a shit on your plate. That's what I kind of feel like at the moment.
Oh well, I'll fucking take it. This is what happens when you take a Liverpudlian for a free dinner.
Where's my pineapple?
Oh no.
Like I had two starters. I have 2 starters. I class 2 starters.
Yeah. Well, it depends if you're gonna, you know, it's called synergy, mate.
Do an ice cream.
Blue steel.
Blue steel, right.
Get out my get out my Oh, jeez.
So good, isn't it?
Hope you had that mic on.
And we are now back to a bit of normality. We're actually back home in Manchester. Hope you enjoyed. Pardon?
You know where I am.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Summer Shreds. A little bit wild, wonderful, and everywhere today. Still stuck to calories, as I said before. The whole intermittent fasting, but I fasted up until like 6-7 o'clock, which I wouldn't usually do. Still stuck to my calories. James picked because he's quite kind. If you found the video helpful,
Please give it a thumbs up and a like.
and if this is your first time visit my channel,
Please subscribe.
and I will catch you in the next episode, guys.